गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। बोलो श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की जय। बोलो श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। हरे कृष्णा रामानु जी। रामानु जी। हरे कृष्णा रामानु जी। बोलो आवाज आ रही है क्या रामानु जी? हेलो।
Hello, can you hear me?
हाँ अभी आ रही है आपकी आवाज। हम्म। कैसे है आप? क्या चल रहा है सही ऑडियो वीडियो? हम्म। हेलो। Is it on my side or? Hmm. वापस से कनेक्ट करो रामानु जी, डिस्कनेक्ट करके। हम्म। रामानु जी अभी आ रही है आवाज? आप म्यूट पे हैं।
Progress.
रामानु जी आ रही है क्या आवाज आपको? Okay, we'll start. हाँ रामानु जी अभी आ रही है आवाज?
हेलो, जय श्री कृष्णा।
जय श्री कृष्णा। क्या हुआ आपका? ये इंटरनेट नहीं चल रहा है क्या बराबर? हम्म।
हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी?
हाँ, अभी आ रही है आवाज आपकी। हाँ।
हियर यू।
हाँ, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? कैन यू
आवाज
हियर
नहीं आ
मी?
रही है।
मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही?
अब आ रही है, अब आ रही है, अब आ रही है। मैं रिबूट भी किया है।
इसके लिए मतलब क्या हो गया? अभी आ रही है सब बराबर?
अब आ रही है, अब बराबर आ रही है।
ओके ओके, आपका एक दूसरा भी दो दो दिखा रहा है आपके, बट दैट्स
नहीं,
ओके।
मैं एक डिलीट कर दिया शायद। आप कर दीजिए।
हाँ, इट्स ओके, दैट्स फाइन।
ओके।
ठीक है, अपन शुरू करते हैं। थोड़ा
या।
देर आज पता नहीं कोई आया नहीं, अनिल जी के यहाँ तो गेस्ट आए हुए थे।
ओके।
और बट दैट्स ओके, विल स्टार्ट। तो कल हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे, कल आप नहीं थे शायद, राइट?
कल नहीं आ सका एक्चुअली, कल
हाँ, कोई
दूसरी
बात
जगह।
नहीं। तो कल हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे कि मुचुकुंद के बारे में लास्ट वीक से पढ़ रहे थे।
हम्म।
मुचुकुंद, तो मुचुकुंद को कैसे भगवान डिवोशन का वरदान देते हैं। फिर
हाँ।
मुचुकुंद उत्तर भारत में चले जाता है तपस्या करने के लिए। हम्म?
अच्छा।
और भगवान कृष्ण और भगवान बलदेव वो आ जाते हैं द्वारिका नगरी। और द्वारका आ जाते हैं क्योंकि जरासंध चले जाता है। और वो लोग द्वारिका आ जाते हैं। द्वारिका में आने के बाद में रुक्मिणी जी एक ब्राह्मण के थ्रू मैसेज भेजती है भगवान कृष्ण को।
अच्छा।
ओके। तो रुक्मिणी जी जो मैसेज भगवान कृष्ण को भेजी है इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू रीड नाउ।
ओके, क्या मैसेज भेजती है? अच्छा, वी आर गोइंग टू सी दैट। ओके।
वो अभी हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। सो दैट्स व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू रीड। स्टार्ट। हेलो, हरे कृष्णा अजय।
हरे कृष्ण।
कृष्णा। So we'll just starting now. So we are
Okay.
starting to read the message which Rukmini ji sends to Bhagwan Krishna. तो एक बार शुरू करते हैं रामानु जी।
या। आई डोंट सी योर स्क्रीन।
I don't
आई
see.
सी
Hmm?
आई सी यू बट नॉट योर स्क्रीन।
Oh, okay
या।
now. Hmm.
Yeah, now I can see.
Okay.
एवं संप्रसन्नो ब्रह्मण परमेष्ठिना इनाग्रता देहना तस्मै सर्वं अर्वणयत्. Thus questioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead who incarnates to perform his pastimes, the Brahmana told him everything. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what is mentioned is the Brahman जो रुक्मिणी जी भेजती हैं भगवान कृष्ण को मैसेज देने के लिए इज नाउ, बिकॉज उसके पहले हम लोग जो पढ़ रहे थे भगवान कृष्ण ब्राह्मण को पूछ रहे हैं कि क्या मैसेज लेके आए हो। एंड सुखदेव जी गोस्वामी परीक्षित महाराज को बता रहे हैं, एंड ही इज रेफरिंग टू एज परम स्थिरा। क्या? एंड लीला गृहित देवेन है भगवान कृष्ण हु इनकारनेट्स टू परफॉर्म हिज पास्ट टाइम्स। क्या? सो विल रीड दैट अजय।
Sure. Sri Rukman, Sri Rukmanya Uach, Shrutva Gunan Bhuvan Sundar, Shanvata Shanvata Te, Nirvishya Karna Viv Rehartu Gatapam, Rupam Disham Dishimatam, Khilarthalabh, Tavve Chut Tavishati. चित्तम पत्रपम में. Sri Rukmini said in her letter, as read by Brahmanal, O beauty of this world, having heard of your qualities, which enters the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress, and having also heard of your beauty, which fulfills all the visual desires of those who see, I have fixed my shameless mind upon you, O Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So this is Rukmiṇī sending a secret letter to Lord Shri Krishna, and she's saying, having heard of your qualities, which enter the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress. What does it say here? Srutva gunan bhuvan sundar shinvatam te. And what is mentioned is, कर्ण कानों में जो सुनता है उसके हर तो अंग तापम, yeah, bodily distress is relieved when they hear about Gunan Bhuvan Sundar of Lord Shri Krishna. And then she also saying Rupam Drishyam, जो दृश्य करते हैं, right, जो दर्शन करते हैं, उनका अखिल अर्थ लाभम, उनको जो whatever they wish they get, is what she is saying. And then she is saying that because of that, my chitta is now totally surrendered to you, is what Rukmiṇī is saying. Yeah, saying that which fulfills all the visual desires of those who see, yeah, and having heard of your qualities, which enter the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress, is what they are saying. Rukmiṇī was a king's daughter, courageous and bold, and furthermore, she would rather die than lose Krishna. Considering all this, she wrote a frank, explicit letter begging Krishna to come and take her away. Katva mukunda mahati kulashila rupa vidyavayodravina dhama bhira atmatulyam dhira patim kulvati navrinit kanya kale narasingh naraloka mano abhiramam. O Mukund, you are equal only to yourself in lineage, character, beauty, knowledge, youthfulness, wealth, and influence. O lion among men, you delight the minds of all mankind. What aristocratic, sober-minded, and marriageable girl of a good family would not choose you as a husband when the proper time has come? Yeah. So what Rukmiṇī is saying, like you are equal only to yourself. There is no one else equal to you. Yeah. Says in Vidya, in knowledge, in Dravin, Dham, nobody else is your Tulyam. So, of a Kulvati Kanya, who will not ask for as you as a husband. Yeah. And then she is addressing her as a nursing, right? Sing among the humans. Ramanuji.
तन्मे भवन कलु व्रतः पतिर अंगाजयम् आत्मपीताश्च भवतोत्र विभो विदेहि मा व्रता भगम अभिमर्सतु चैद्य अरद गोमयुवान मृगा पतेर बलिम अमुजक्षा. Therefore, my dear Lord, I have chosen you as my husband, and I surrender myself to you. Please come swiftly, O my Almighty One, and make me your wife. My dear lotus-eyed Lord, let Sisupala never touch the hero's portion like a jackal stealing the property of a lion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What Rukmiṇī is saying, because as we are reading, Rukmiṇī's marriage is fixed to Shishupal. Yeah, Rukmiṇī is the eldest brother of Rukmiṇī, and Rukmiṇī doesn't like Lord Shri Krishna. So Rukmiṇī purchases his father, Bhishmak, King Bhishmak, yeah, and they fix Rukmiṇī's marriage to Shishupal. Yeah, so she's about to get married to Shishupal in 3 days. That's when Rukmiṇī realizes that she needs to write this letter to Lord Shri Krishna, and then that's when she is sending this letter to Lord Shri Krishna and telling him that let Shishupal never get me. Can you please, I surrender myself to you. Come swiftly and make me your wife. Is what Rukmiṇī is requesting to Lord Shri Krishna. Ajay?
Purtest niyam vrat dev vipra gurvakan dibhiritam Bhagwan Pareshah Aradhito yadi gada graj etya panim grihatu mena dam ghosh suta devayane. If I have sufficiently worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead by pious works, sacrifices, charity, rituals, and vows, and also by worshipping the demigods, brahmanas, and gurus, then may Gadgraj came and take my hand, and not Damaghosha's son or anyone else. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, this is who is saying this?
Rukmiṇī.
Rukmiṇī, right? So Rukmiṇī is, and this is what she has written in the letter to Lord Shri Krishna, that if I have sufficiently worshipped, yeah, she is saying here, Asta Datt with Niyam, with Vrat, Deva Vipra, yeah, Guruva Archana Adi Dhrilam Bhagwan Pareshana. Like if she has sufficiently done the prayers and done everything which is required to be done, right? Worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then may Gadagraj is Balram's Agraj, that's Lord Shri Krishna, yeah, Gadagraj. And then she is saying, then he should come and take my hand, is what Rukmiṇī is saying. Says the Acharyas comment on the following as follows on this verse. Rukmiṇī felt that no one could obtain Lord Shri Krishna by the efforts of a single lifetime. Therefore, she earnestly pointed out the pious activities she had performed in that life and previous lives, hoping to convince Shri Krishna to come. Srobhavini tvamijito dvine vidabhrana Gupta sametya pritana patibhiha paritah Nirmatya chedha magadhendra balam prashanna Mam rakshasena vidinodva virya shulkam. O unconquerable one, tomorrow when my marriage ceremony is about to begin, you should arrive unseen in Vidarbha and surround yourself with the leaders of your army. Then crush the forces of Chaitya and Magadhendra and marry me in the Rakshas style, winning me with your valor. Yeah. What Rukmiṇī is saying is that, of course, her marriage ceremony is about to begin because Bhishma has already arranged her marriage and everyone is coming to Vidarbha. She is inviting Lord Shri Krishna to come to Vidarbha. Yeah. And crush the forces of Chaitya. Chaitya king is the Shishupal. Okay, Chaitya is the city. King is the Shishupal. And Magadhendra. Who is the Magadhendra? Who is the king of Magad? So that's Jarasandha, right? If you remember, like Jarasandha has been attacking Mathura so many times, like we have been reading in the previous articles, right? So Magadhendra is referred to Jarasandha. So she is saying to Lord Shri Krishna, like, defeat the army of Jarasandha and Chaitya, and then take me away. Yeah? Ramanuji?
Anta Purantara Charim Ani Hatya Bandhun Tvam Udvahe Katam Iti Pravadami Udayam Purva Dvur Asti Mahati Kula Devayatra yasyam bahir nava vadhur girijam upayat. Since I will be satisfying within the inner chambers of the palace, you may wonder, how can I carry you away without killing some of your relatives? But I shall tell you a way. On the day before the marriage, there is a grand procession to honor the royal family's deity, and in this procession, the new bride goes outside the city to visit goddess Girija. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So Rukmiṇī ji is telling Lord Shri Krishna how he can take her away. Yeah. So she is telling her on the day of marriage, basically the new bride will go outside the city to visit goddess Girija. Yeah. उनकी पूजा करने जाएंगे. So that's the time when you should take her away. There will be a perfect opportunity for Krishna to kidnap Rukmiṇī ji without harming her relatives. Ajay?
Yeah. Yasyam dhrip grihi pankaja rajah snapnam mahanto vachantyu sampariti patiri valva latamu परिवात्म मतो मोह पहये यहार में बुजाक्ष न लभे भव प्रसादम जहान मसून व्रत कृष्ण शत जन्मा भी स्थात. O lotus-eyed one, great souls like Lord Shiva hanker to bathe in the dust of your lotus feet and thereby destroy their ignorance. If I cannot obtain your mercy, I shall simply give up my vital force, which will have become weak from the severe penances I will perform. Then, after hundreds of lifetimes of endeavor, I may obtain your mercy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? What Rukmiṇī is saying, she is requesting Lord Shri Krishna to come and take it. And she's saying that, oh lotus-eyed one, great souls like Lord Shiva hanker to bath in the dust of your lotus feet and thereby destroy their ignorance. Yeah, says here. Vachanyu Umapati. Umapati is the Lord Shiva. Yeah. And says, Agri Pankaj Rajah Snapana. Why? So Tamo Aphyate. Tamgun can get away. And she is saying, Ambujat Akshay, the lotus-eyed, if she cannot get Lord Shri Krishna in this life, what she is saying, Shat Janam Dhiya Shah. If she cannot get Lord Shri Krishna in this life, then she is going to perform severe penances. And then maybe after hundreds of lifetimes of endeavor, I may obtain your mercy. And that's the time you can come and take me. So the divine Rukmiṇī's extraordinary dedication to Sri Krishna is possible only on the spiritual platform, not in the fragile world of mundane affection. Yeah. Brahman Vacha Ittete Gre Sandesha Yadu Deva Mayharita Vimrishya Kartu Yachatra Kriyatam Tadanantaram. The Brahman said, this is the confidential message I have brought with me. O Lord of the Yadus, please consider what must be done in these circumstances and do it at once. Yeah. So the Brahman is requesting that do it at once because she is about to get married in next 2-3 days. Yeah. To Sishupa. So this Ramanuji.
When the Brahmana arrived, he broke the seal of confidential letter written in the privacy of Rukmiṇī's quarters and meant only for Lord Krishna. By using the term Guhya Sandesha, the trustworthy Brahmana, personally selected by Rukmiṇī, here affirms that he was not violated the confidentiality of this message. Only Lord Krishna has heard it. Since the marriage of Rukmiṇī was fast approaching, Sri Krishna would have to act immediately. The term Yadudua Yadudeva indicates that Lord Krishna, as the lord of powerful Yadu dynasty, should make his decision and thus mobilize his followers if necessary. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So Rukmiṇī requests Lord Shri Krishna to come and get married to her. So this ends the purpose of the humble servants of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, to the 10th canto, 52nd chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Rukmiṇī's Message to Lord Shri Krishna. Yeah? Bolo Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So we'll continue reading the 53rd chapter, which is Krishna kidnaps Rukmiṇī. Ajay?
Yeah. Shri Shuk Uvach Vedarbhya Sattu Sandesham Nishamme Yadunandana Pragrahna Panina Panim Sanid Gam Brahmeet. Sukdev Goswami said, thus hearing the confidential message of Princess Vedarbhi, Lord Yadumandana looked the Brahman's hand and smiling spoke to his as follows. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Lord Shri Krishna is replying to the Brahman. Yeah? Sri Bhagavan Vacha Tataham Tachitto Nidram Chana Labhe Nishi Veda Aham Rukmina Dvesham Modaho Nivarita. The Supreme Lord said, just as the Rukmini's mind is fixed on me, my mind is fixed on her. I can't even sleep at night. I know that Rukmiṇī, out of envy, has forbidden our marriage. Yeah? So Lord Shri Krishna is saying, and as we read, Rukmiṇī is none other than manifestation of Goddess Lakshmi. Yeah? She is the goddess of fortune. And Supreme Lord is saying, just as the Rukmini's mind is fixed, my mind is also fixed on you. But Rukmiṇī, who is Rukmiṇī? Lord Shri Krishna says that I know that Rukmiṇī out of envy has forbidden our marriage. Who is Rukmiṇī?
Who is Rukmiṇī?
Yeah?
Who is Rukmiṇī?
So Rukmiṇī is the elder brother of Rukmiṇī, right?
Oh, okay.
So Rukmiṇī had 5 brothers. And what is Rukmini's father's name? Yeah, so Bhishma. So King Bhishma. And Bhishma was the king of Vidarbha. That's why we were referring to her as Vedarbhi, the princess of Vedarbhi. So in the Vidarbha, Bhishma king had 5 sons and 1 daughter, Rukmiṇī. So the eldest son was Rukmiṇī. And Rukmiṇī didn't want Rukmiṇī to get married to Lord Shri Krishna. So he arranged to have Rukmiṇī marries to whom? To Shishupal. Yeah? You read it. That's why Rukmiṇī is requesting Lord Shri Krishna to come and take her away. So what Lord Shri Krishna is saying? So Ramanji.
Tam anayisya unmatya rajanya pasadan mride mat param anavayagnim idaso ni shikham iva. She has dedicated herself exclusively to me, and her beauty is flawless. I will bring her here after thrashing those worthless kings in battle. just as one brings a blazing flame out of a firewood. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Lord Sri Krishna is saying that he is going to come to take Rukmiṇī. Is the message is passing it back to the Brahman. Ajay. Ajay. Ajay.
Yeah. Shri Shuk Uvaj Uddhad Harsha Cha Vigyaya Rukmishya Madhusudana Ratha Sanyujya Tamashu Daruketyaha Sarathim. Sukdev Goswami said Lord Madhusudan also understood the exact lunar time for Rukmini's wedding. Thus he told his driver, Daruka, ready my chariot immediately. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So what we are reading is Rukmiṇī sends a message to Lord Sri Krishna, and beautiful message which we read, right? Almost 6-7 different slokas of what Rukmiṇī said, and Lord Sri Krishna is now saying he will go to get Rukmiṇī ji, and so he asks Daruka to get his rath to be ready. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Rina ji.
कृष्ण भैया स चाश्वे शैब्य सुग्रीव मेघ पुष्प बलाह के युक्तम रथमुपानीय तस्थौ प्राञ्जलिर्गतः. Daruka brought the Lord's chariot, yoked with the horses named Saibya, Sugriva, Meghapushpa, and Balahaka. He then stood before Lord Krishna with joined palms. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Daruka was the Sarthi of Lord Sri Krishna. He gets the rath and the horses. There are 4 horses. What's their name? Shebya, Sugriv, Meghapushpa, and Balahake. Yeah. So 4 horses, and their names are given here. Yeah. So Sarthi comes with those 4 horses. And just read this, Ramanuji.
Sri Vishwanatha Chakravarti quotes the following text of the Padma Purana describing Lord Krishna chariot horses. Sabhyastu Sukha Patrayabha Sugrivo Hema Pingalaha Megha Puspastu Meghabha Panduro hi balakaha. Saibhya was green like parrot's wings, Sugriv yellow gold, Meghapushpa the color of the cloud, and Balahaka whitish. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what is described here is Krishna's, Lord Sri Krishna's रथ horses, right? रथ के जो 4 घोड़े हैं उनका नाम दिया हुआ है सेव्य सुग्रीव मेघ पुष्प एंड बलाहके, and then also the color is given, and from Padma Puran. Yeah, this is from Padma Puran. Sevya was green like a parrot's wings. Sugriv was yellow gold. Megh Pushp the color of a cloud, and Balahak whitish. Yeah, so different color of the horses. Ajay?
Yep. Aruhya Syanandanam Shauri Dvijmaropya Tunage Anat Tadikaratrin Vidarbha Nagamam Madhye. Lord Sauri mounted his chariot and had the Brahmana do likewise. Then the Lord's swift horses took them from the Anarth district to Vidarbha in a single night. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anartha district to Vidarbha. Yeah. Rinaji?
राजा स कुण्डिनपतेः पुत्रस्नेहवशानुगः शिशुपालाय स्वां कन्यां दास्यन् कर्माण्यकारयत्. King Bhishmak, the master of Kundina, having succumbed to the sway of affection for his son, was about to give his daughter to Shishupal. The king saw to all the required preparations. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. As we know, King Bhishmak, who is King Bhishmak? King Bhishmak is the father of Rukmiṇī, right? He is the father of Rukmiṇī, and he is the king of which place? Vidarbha. Yeah. So he is the king of Vidarbha. That's King Bhishmak. And he had the affection for his son. And what was the name of his son? We just read, right? The last slok. Rukmiṇī. Rukmiṇī was the eldest son. Yeah. And Rukmiṇī convinced Bhishmak to give Rukmiṇī to Shishupala. And those preparations are going on, is what is mentioned. Says Srila Sridhar Swami points out in this connection that King Bhishmak had no particular liking for Shishupal, but rather acted out of attachment for his son Rukmiṇī. Yeah, because Rukmiṇī asked, he didn't like Lord Shri Krishna, so he wanted Rukmiṇī to get married to Shishupal. Puram samrisya sansatta margaraya chatuspadham चित्रध्वजपताकाभिस्तो रणे समलंकृतम शृंगगंधमाल्याभरणे विरजो अंबरभूषिते जुष्टम स्त्री पुरुषे श्री मदगृहेण गुरुधूपिते. The king had the main avenues, commercial roads and intersections thoroughly cleaned and then sprinkled with water. And then he also had the city decorated with triumphant archways and multicolored banners on poles. The men and women of the city, arrayed in spotless raiment and anointed with fragrant sandalwood paste, wore precious necklaces, flower garlands, and jeweled ornaments, and their opulent homes were filled with the aroma of a guru. Yeah? So all those things are happening because King Bhishmak is preparing Rukmiṇī to get married to whom?
Krishna.
Whom is Rukmiṇī supposed to get married to?
Krishna.
Krishna is going there, but King Bhishmak is not preparing for Krishna's marriage to Rukmiṇī, right? He is preparing Rukmiṇī to get married to Shishupala, right? See, that's what we have been reading. So, King Bhishmak, who is the king of Vidarbha, had 5 sons and 1 daughter. The daughter is Rukmiṇī. Sons, the eldest son's name is Rukmiṇī, right? And we read yesterday, like the other names were given to of the other sons. So Rukmiṇī did not like Lord Shri Krishna. So Rukmiṇī convinced King Bhishmak to have Rukmiṇī get married to Shishupal. Yeah, Shishupal is the king of Ched. And Rukmiṇī did not like that. So she sent this confidential message to Lord Shri Krishna to come and take her away. Because if Lord Shri Krishna doesn't come, she would get married to Shishupal. And she didn't want that to happen. So that's why she's requesting Krishna. But meanwhile, what's going on is, all these preparations are going on for Rukmiṇī's marriage to Shishupal. Yeah? Ajay?
Pitan Devan Samabhyar Charya Viprasham Vidhivannapa Bhojitva Yathanya Iyayam Vachyamas Mangalam. O king, in accordance with prescribed rituals, Maharaja Bhishmaka worshipped the forefathers, demigods, and brahmanas, feeding them all properly. Then he had the traditional mantras chanted for the well-beings of the bride. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So the ceremony has started, is what is mentioned here. Yeah, Vinodji?
स्नातं सुदितं कन्यां कृतकौतुक मण्डलाम् आहतां सुख युग्मेन भूषितां भूषणोत्तमः. The bride cleaned her teeth and bathed, after which she put on the auspicious wedding necklace. Then she was dressed in brand new upper and lower garments and adorned with most excellent jewel ornaments. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And who is the bride?
That Rukmiṇī.
Rukmiṇī, yeah? Chakruha samargya jurma mantre dva raksham dvijotama purohito atharva vidve juhava graha shante. The best of Brahmins chanted mantras of Rigved, Samved and Yajurvedas for the bride's protection. And the priest, learned in the Atharvaved, offered oblations to pacify the controlling flames. Yeah? So see, in the old days, like if you really see how the wedding has started, right? The way the wedding has started is with the prayers, right? And doing the havans, and they are chanting the mantras. Why? Because to protect the bride. Yeah? And chanting in the Atharvaved, there are oblations, there are mantras which are done to pacify the controlling planets. Yeah? And as you can see, Atharvaved often deals with the pacification of unfavorable planets. So those four Vedas, right? If you see, what are the four Vedas?
Rigved, Samved, Atharvaved, and Yajurved.
Yeah. Rigved, Samved, Yajurved, and Atharvaved. And Atharvaved, and those different Vedas have different remedies for different things in the Vedas. Yeah. And as Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur points out, that Atharvaved has the remedies which deals with the pacification of unfavorable planets. Yeah. Ramanuji?
Hiranya Rupya Vasamsi Tilams Cha Guda Misritam Pradad Dhenuscha Viprebhya Raja Vidhi Vidam Varaha. Outstanding of his knowledge of regulative principles, the Krishna rewarded the Brahmanas with gold, silver, clothing, cows, and sesame seeds mixed with raw sugar. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ajay?
एवं चेदिपति राजा दम घोषः सुताय वै कार्यामास मंत्रज्ञे सर्वम अभ्युदयोचितम्. Raja Damaghosh, lord of city, who has engaged Brahmanas expert in chanting mantras to perform all rituals necessary to assure his son's prosperity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. And Raja Dham Ghosh, who is the father of who? Who is the groom?
Super.
Shishupal, right? So on the other side, Shishupal, who is the king of Chedi, yeah, Chedi Pati, Raja Dham Ghosh, he is also starting with the mantras for his son, who is the Shishupal. Yeah. Raju?
Mad Sudbhir Gajan Nikya Syan Danair Hema Malibihi Pate Ashava Sankulah Sanyah Paritah Kundinam Yayaye. King Damghosh traveled to Kundina, accompanied by armies of elephants, exuding mud, chariots hung with golden chains, and numerous cavalry and infantry soldiers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Tam ve vidarbhadipatiya संवेत्याभिपूज्य च निवेशयामास मुदा कल्पिता अन्य निवेशने. Bhishmak, the lord of Vidarbha, came out of the city and met King Damghosh, offering him tokens of respect. Bhishmak then settled Damghosh in a residence specially constructed for the occasion. Yeah. So Sukdev Goswami is describing to Parikshit Maharaj how the wedding is taking place. Yeah. King Bhishma, father of Rukmiṇī ji, Damghosh, father of Shishupal. Yeah. So King Damghosh has come to Vidarbha, and that's what is being described right now. Right? Ramanuji?
तत्र साल्वो जरमसन्धो दन्तो वक्रो विदुरतः अजग्मुश्चैद्यपक्षियः पौन्द्रदकः सहासरः. शिशुपला supporter, Salva Jarasandha, Dantavakra and Viduratha all came along with Poundraka and thousands of other kings. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so because Shishupal is getting married, so all these people, right, who are like demon-like activities, you have Jarasandha, says Dantavakra, Vidurata, all these were supporters of Shishupal. They came to join the marriage ceremony. Yeah?
Shishupal is a demon here?
Yeah, he is a demon-like king. Like
Okay.
king, yeah. If you remember, the Shishupal was killed by Lord Shri Krishna. In the Mahabharata, if you remember, right? When Indraprastha was being built by Yudhishthira Maharaj, in that Sabha, Shishupal had also come. And then Shishupal was abusing Lord Shri Krishna. And Lord Shri Krishna didn't say anything. And then Lord Shri Krishna said that 100th abuse, like when Shishupal abuses Lord Shri Krishna 100th time, that's when he will be full of sins and Lord Shri Krishna will kill him. So in that Sabha, Lord Shri Krishna actually sent the Sudarshan Chakra to take him out. If you remember. Okay. But yeah, because so that's what Shishupal is. And but the Rukmiṇī wants, the King Bhishma wants Rukmiṇī to get married to Shishupal. Rukmiṇī, of course, doesn't want to get married to Shishupal. So she is requesting Lord Shri Krishna to come and take her. Ajay?
Krishna Rama Dvisto Yata Kanyam Chedyay Sadhatum Yadagatya Haret Krishna Rama Dyaitya Yar Dubhivata Yogyamaham Sahatastain Iti Nishchit Manasaha Ajagmu Bhurбhajah Sarve Samagrabal Vahana. To secure the bride for Shishupal, the king who envied Krishna and Balaram came to the following decision among themselves. If Krishna comes here with Balaram and other Yadus to steal the bride, we shall band together and fight with him. Thus those envious kings went to the wedding with their entire armies and a full complement of military conveyances. Hare Krishna.
Vinodji?
Rituvaya tad Bhagavan Ramo Vipaksya Nripod Mam Krishnam Kaikam Gatam Hartum Kanyam Kalah Sankita Balena Mahata Sardam Bhratar Sneha Paripulata Tavarita Kundinam Pragad Gajasva Ratha Patibhihi. When Lord Balram heard about these preparations of the inimical kings and how Lord Krishna had set off alone to steal the bride, he feared that a fight would ensue. Immersed in affection for his brother, he hurried to Kundina with a mighty army consisting of infantry and of soldiers riding on elephants, horses, and chariots. Hare Krishna.
Hare
So he's
Krishna.
going to protect his brother. Yep.
Right. Protect Lord Shri Krishna, Lord Balram also takes the army because he comes to know that all these kings are there and Lord Krishna is going to steal the bride. So someone needs to protect him. Bhishma Kanya Vararoha Kankshan Tyagam Manam Hare Pratyapatim Apashyanti Dujashya Chinti Yattada. The lovely daughter of Bhishma anxiously awaited the arrival of Krishna. But when she did not see the Brahman return, she thought as follows. Bhishma Kanya. Who is the lovely daughter of Bhishma?
Rukmiṇī, right?
Rukmiṇī, right? Rukmiṇī is the one who is getting married. But remember, Rukmiṇī passed on the message through the Brahman to Lord Shri Krishna to come and take her. And so now she is anxiously waiting the arrival of Krishna. Right? But what is mentioned is when she did not see the Brahman return so far, she thought as follows. Yeah, the Brahman has not come yet, so she's getting all these thoughts, and that's what we are reading. Ramanuji?
Ahotri yamantarita udvaho me lipa radasaha nagachati aravindaksho naham vedmi atra karanam sopi nivartate dyapi mat sandesha haro dvijaha. Princess Rukmiṇī thought, alas, my wedding is to take place when the night ends. How unlucky I am. Lotus-eyed Krishna does not come. I don't know why. And even the Brahmana's messages has not yet returned. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So that's what Rukmiṇī is thinking. Ajay?
अपि मय्यन वद्यात्मा दृष्टा किंचित् जुगुत्सितम् मप्राणिग्रहणे नूनं नायति हि कृतोद्यमः. Perhaps the faultless Lord, even while preparing to come here, saw something contemptible in me and therefore has not come to take my hand. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, what is Rukmiṇī is thinking is that there is some fault in me, right? Some shortcoming, that's why Lord Shri Krishna is not coming. That's how she is thinking. Vinodji?
Princess Rukmiṇī boldly invited Sri Krishna to kidnap her. When Rukmiṇī did not see him come, she naturally feared that he had rejected her proposal, perhaps finding some unacceptable quality in her. As expressed here, the Lord himself is unvadya, faultless, and if he saw some fault in Rukmiṇī, she would be an unworthy bride for him. It was natural for the young princess to feel such anxiety. Furthermore, if Sri Krishna had actually made this decision, it would be natural for the Brahmin to fear Rukmini's reaction were he to bring her the news, and that would explain why he had not come. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Durgagana medhata nanu kulo maheshwara devi va vimukhi gori rudrani girijasati. I am extremely unfortunate, for the Creator is not favorably disposed toward me, nor is the great Lord Shiva, or perhaps Shiva's wife Devi, who is known as Gauri, Rudrani, Girija and Sati, has turned against me. Yeah? Who is thinking all this?
Rukmiṇī.
Rukmiṇī.
Rukmiṇī is thinking all this because Lord Sri Krishna has not come so far. So she is thinking Devi, Va Vimukhi, Gauri, Rudrani, Girija, Sati. They are all the same, right? Durga Devi and Maheshwar, including Lord Shiva, they are not favoring me, is what she is thinking. So I think we'll pause here, yeah, since it's 10:15, and we'll continue to read then what happens, how Lord Sri Krishna comes, and how Rukmiṇī, how he takes away Rukmiṇī, and then what happens, yeah, is what we are going to read. So we'll just pause here for now. Okay, and we'll continue reading it next week, next Monday. Meanwhile, we are going to hear a beautiful bhajan of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It's around 5 to 6 minutes. बोलो वासुदेव भगवान की जय,
Jai.
राधे कृष्ण की जय. All right, so everyone have a nice long week, and then we'll see you back on Monday, and that's when we'll read how Rukmiṇī ji actually getting married to Lord Shri Krishna. Okay, all right, so see you next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.